Hey, you guys, it's me, Katrina. For those of you who know me, for those of you who don't, at the end of the day, you know it. I'm getting up. I'm on this video post. I'm coming to you tonight talking about the raw deal, the real deal of transitioning, okay? I'm keeping it 100 with you guys because I love you guys and I want to encourage you guys to continue to strive no matter how hard it gets. As an individual coming from a world where I felt as if a man was everything I needed, that was my solid focus. And that's what I thought at the time was going to make me happy, right? Until I've been in a lot of damaging situations that was critical to the mindset and critical to the heart, it allowed me to fall away from myself and get lost in other people and get lost in myself. But what I'm realizing is I'm grateful for everything that I've been through from beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't even an end. I'm just saying from the beginning of when I first lost myself to the end of me finding myself. It's just a constant battle, right? We're human. So we're allowed to go through the mindset where we feeling as if we're a little weak. But that's where you got to dig deep from the bottom pits of your soul and find that strength and continue to live and thrive off of that strength. Because at this moment, coming from the heart of a woman who's going through the transition right now, I'm just telling you guys it's not easy. See, normally when I get bored, when I get lonely, when I feel like I need the comfort of somebody, I always go backwards. I'll go through my phone, look for old friends, see what they got going on. I'll create a dating website just to stay active, to stay talking to people, just, But what you got to realize is when you're going through a transition, you can't just allow any kind of conversation to be in your ears and be in your mouth. You got to really be, I'm trying to find a word, but you got to be a little bit more curious and just be, off of what you might want to take in. You got to really think about all that. Because when you're going through a transition, your spirit is open. Because everything that was once in is coming out. So if there's room for things to come out, there's also going to be room for things to come in. So you have to be, really, really focused. You got to guard your heart, guard your mindset, guard your thoughts, guard what comes out of your mouth, guard what goes into your soul. Be careful what you deposit in your bank. Because your body, everything, your temple, your bank, be careful what you deposit. Because what you deposit is what's going to come out. Like you can't go to the bank and deposit $175 and think you're going to take out $200. What you put in is what you're going to get out. If you put in more, and you can take out more. If you put in more, you can take out less. It's what you deposit, right? So think about that for a second. Then I want to tell y'all, at this moment, the truth about the transition is that what I'm used to doing, I'm not doing. Is it easy? No. If I tell you it's easy, I'm lying to myself, I'm lying to you, I'm lying to everybody that watch my video posts. It is not easy. I still get the lonely spirit, okay? I still struggle with thoughts that go in the back of my mind. Temptation is right there. It's at every moment, every second. All it takes is one slip up and you back falling into the same thing you're trying to get away from. I've been going through this my whole life. Back and forth. Like, okay, you know what? I ain't doing it no more. I give in, right? Easy. I'm not giving in this time. Because everything that I'm fighting for is critical. And it's important. And it means a lot to me. I have some stuff that I'm really trying to do. And in order for me to do these things, I have to redeem myself. I have to reinvent myself. I have to recreate everything. Which means I have to look at things different. I have to deal with certain people. I have to be mindful of what I say out of my mouth. I have to watch my actions. Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to play with God. Nobody wants to be one foot in and one foot out. Like, when you really transition, you got to let a lot of stuff go. You're not going to have a lot of support. Okay, you're going to lose a lot of people. But it's okay. If you ask me, it's fine. I'd rather lose people than to continue to gain things that is going to weaken my soul even more and damage me more and have me in a more critical state of mind, and I fall back into the same temptations. So be courteous too, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be courteous of other people, because when you're going through a transition, you know what I'm saying, it does change you. It does change the way you look at people. It changes the way you engage in conversation. It changes the way and how you deal with people. Like, it's a lot of change to transition. And transition can really cause loneliness, because when God gets you by yourself, you're kind of just really by yourself. You're left with your thoughts, and you're left with examples of what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So it is a lonely transition, but God sends you the right people at the right time, you know, to like continue to stray you in the right path. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier when you got a whole crowd rooting for you, but it's hard when you got a whole crowd fighting against you, trying to make you feel bad for your decisions. So I don't want nobody to feel bad for the decisions they're making to make themselves become a better person or make themselves do things differently. I don't want you to feel bad about that. I want you to continue to strive and push no matter what, because at the end of the day, you have to represent you. And when you represent you, you represent everything that you stand for, your children, your family, everything. So you have to be willing to not be afraid to let go of some things you don't need. I am not going to sit here and tell you like, this is easy. I got this. Oh my gosh. No, I don't. But God got me. So because God got me, that makes me be able to have more of a control and know how to handle my situation a little more. So when I get weak, when I get lonely, when I get vulnerable, I do a video post. It keeps me going, right? I write poems. You know what I'm saying? There's always something to do to keep your mind off of falling back. Be careful of the conversation that you have. And when you're going through a vulnerable, lonely spirit, don't pick up the phone and call one of your friends that's going to encourage you to do the wrong thing or make you feel bad about your decision. Those are the people you do not call. Stay away from those kind of people in your transition, because they're going to try to make you feel guilty. And if you're not fully completed or fully have a full, control, then you're going to start feeling guilty, think of your friends right, catch yourself slipping, and be at stage 1 all over again. Get through stage 1. That's the first process. Get through stage 1. And the first process to transitioning is admitting to yourself, first and foremost, what it is about yourself you don't like, what it is about yourself you need to change. Like, you got to admit all those things. You got to admit to yourself, like, okay, you know what? This is that. This is what I need to work on. This is what I'm going to do. So that's the first step, okay? The second step is identifying the problem and begin working on the problem to change. The third problem is setting a goal. Well, not problem, but the third step is setting a goal. The fourth step is going through with the goal. And then everything else will just flow. Everything else will just flow. So the first stages of transition is critical, because you're still fresh. You're still open. You know what I'm saying? You still like right there. So it's easier for you to fall victim again, because it's fresh. But I just wanted to tell somebody that don't give in. Continue to push through that. It is going to seem so hard in the beginning because it's like fresh. It's new. But you got this, okay? Just like a drug addict. A drug addict going to be around people, if they're not fully, healed from that path, they're going to fall back into that temptation. You are allowed to get away from what you used to fall victim to. You are allowed to get away from it. Don't let nobody make you feel bad because you don't want to hang with them no more. If you know that you ain't ready, stay away from them. God got you. There's no need to put yourself in a situation if God's trying to remove you from one. I really believe in you guys. I really trust you. I really know that you really want this change, so you're going to go through with it. I do. I want it. So I'm going through with it. I don't care how hard it gets to me. I'm going through with it. You got this. All the way around the clock. Okay? And I'm sleepy, but like I said, I couldn't sleep. So I got up to do this post, because I know that the more I do these posts, the more it encourages me, as well as it encourages so many different people. And I love you guys for reaching back to me. I love you guys for letting me know that I am making a difference in your life, and I am allowing you to see change and encouraging you to do different things and step out on faith. I really, I'm really honored and grateful for that. Trust me on that. I'm really honored and grateful. It's a blessing to know that you are blessing somebody else's soul while God is putting you in the transition mindset. It's a beautiful feeling. So I love you guys for that. You know what I'm saying? Because without you guys, I wouldn't be pushing so hard either. You guys keep me going. I keep saying it because y'all do. Because every time I read text messages on how I help you cope through one thing, or every time I, get a phone call or look under a video post and I have, some supporting words under there, like rather it could be one person, two people, I don't care. Y'all support me, I'm supporting y'all. I love y'all for that. But it's not easy, okay? This transition is it's easier as time passes. But the beginning is rough. But I'm still hanging in there. Still not talking to no men. So I'm grateful for that, you guys. Because right at this moment, I'm telling you, I will be so desperate and so lonely. I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm about to, But I'm doing it. I'm making it. So if I can make it, and I come a long way. I come a long way, okay? So I know if I can make it, I know you can. So continue to push, continue to strive, continue to press on. God got you. I love you guys. I want you to hang in there no matter how hard it gets. I keep saying trust the transition because you got to trust it. Okay? You got to trust it. So hang in there, guys. I love you. I'm going to close my eyes because I'm really sleepy. And I really believe in God to do something in your life. But just please, hang in there. I don't care what it is you're trying to break away from. Rather it's anger, rather it's cigarettes, rather it's sex, rather it's gossip, rather it's drama, whatever it is that you're trying to break away from, rather it's cursing, whatever it is, because everybody is trying to break away from something. Whatever it is, keep pushing. It's not going to be easy the first time. Even when you get away from it, it's not going to be easy. That's why you got to stay prayed up constantly. That's why I be telling you guys, you need God every minute, every second, every hour, because you need to continue to stay focused, stay positive. Hang in there. You got this. I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Good night, love bugs. God bless you.